Welcome back, ladies and gents. I set in Sanala, and just long enough to sell, ransom, all that good stuff. And at the end of the last video, Ain Balik was attacked. So as soon as I had done what I needed to do, I immediately set out for Ain Balik. We didn't even wait to heal. We do have some casualties. Even our prisoners. I forgot to do anything with the prisoners because I was in a hurry to get over here. But let's take a look. I'm down by 7, well, really 2 troops because it's really 570 or 472. I believe it's still showing this against me. Yeah, I think. All right. At any rate, I wanted to look at, make sure I put my weapons back. I didn't have my longbow anymore. And I want to make sure who my medic, okay, it's Sheila. All right. Let's go ahead and attack these guys. I think it's going to be night here in just a moment, but they've already started the attack, I believe. Yes, they have. So we're going to go ahead and attack them straight away. And if you have enjoyed any video I put out or anything I do, would you please press the subscribe button? By all means, don't smash it because you'll destroy your keyboard. I don't know where that comes from. I guess overactive teenagers. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just the press of a keyboard, and I would really appreciate it. Thank you.
Move out! Riders! Move out!
All right, let's see what they're going to do. Looks like their horse is coming for us, which is 62 horse archers.
Hold on! Footman, hear me! Form a shield wall!
All right, archers, let them know you're there. How many can we take out of 62? Let me get up here so I can see what's going on. Their infantry's still coming in on us. All right, you guys need to go further over there. If I can get you out of the way, that'd be grand. Can you please go over there? All right, archers, come up over here. Infantry, over here. All right, their horses got spooked and ran away. Horse archers, that is. All right, we only got about 5, it looks like. I think these guys are high enough that they can shoot their infantry, and we are doing some damage. So if we can get them to come to us, that's a plus. All right, let's go ahead and engage the horse on either side. And then we'll have our horse archers do their thing. And I think we're set up pretty well that I can get off the horse now. In fact, I might move the infantry back a little more. So that, there we go. I don't want them blocking any archers whatsoever. Wow, that wasn't even close. Richard, what are you doing? I'm worried about the... I don't see any right now, but I'm sure they're going to have some... that was a bowman. Of course. I don't know what happened there. That was just crap. I'm worried about these tossers, if there's any going to be around. Well, I just killed my own legionary. Let me just get out my two-handed. All right, let me get the horse out of the infantry. We want them to come over to us. If they can be enticed to do so. We still got plenty of arrows, so I'm not in any rush. That's right. Take them out. Take them out. If you can get them bunched up and they're not running, that's the way to go. Just take him out. Getting those archers up on top of that hill was the plan, because now they can shoot reliably behind them. Oh, right in the head! They can shoot reliably behind them now also. All right, in fact, infantry spread out. Let the horse through. All right, call the cav back again. I got to get it high enough so I can actually tell them to move over here. All right, go over there. There we go.
Soldier!
Archers still got more than half their ammo left. They're doing a good job. They've taken out 28, 29, 30 so far. And they're still taking out any enemy bowmen. You can see the icons on the top right. It says bowman, bowman to bowman. All right, now I need to get the horse archer out of there. All right, here they come. I think we've got them. We've enticed them to come join the party. Who is that anyway? Stuck in the horse archers. Ayla. All right, toss them if you got them. We're talking about the infantry and javelins, of course. Look at that. Archie, go Archie and Corinne. Oh. Okay, charge. Everybody, charge. Wait, they got reinforcements. They got reinforcements. Hang on. All right, stop firing. Stop firing. Come back. We don't want to kill their morale. We want them to come to us. In fact, I wish I had a horse. I can't see. Maybe I can grab this horse. Ayla, I don't know why you're in the horse archers. I'll try and fix that the next opportunity I get. All right, archers, let loose again. All right, they're going to come to us. All right, never mind. I thought they were going to stay where they were. All right, archers, stop. We don't want them to get too low on morale. Okay, he turned around. He was running away, and he turned around and coming back. All right, so their morale... You know what happens? I've talked about this before, is when someone dies, all the people near them get a debuff, if you will. And the more people around them dying, the more debuffs they happen. That's what breaks morale. And it looks like that guy had his morale broke because all the people around him were dying, and then once we stopped firing... He turned around and ran back towards us. All right, so they are going to hold right there. All right, archers, introduce yourself again. We still got about half of their quivers full. Look at that. Look at that. Getting up here higher so I can see exactly what's going on. If they start marching towards us again, then I'll tell the archers to stop. All right, here come the horse. Or there go the horse. Are they running? All right. Let me see what they're doing. All right, everybody charge. I think they're running. That's how you do it with ranged. That's always the preferred method anywhere in the world, in my opinion. You want to take your enemy out before they can reach out and touch you. You got to reach out and touch them. That minimizes losses to the friendly side. Also, where possible, you always want to choose your battle. You don't want to have to fight on the enemy's terms. Of course, none of that matters here in Bannerlord because this is no great strategy involved, really. But there are some games, there are some titles out there where it does matter. Yes, we remember that several videos ago I said if they're in a retreat and I'm on a horse, I will run them down and hit them. No sense in me getting off my horse and trying to run after these people. There's no coordinated defense or offense. They're just running away. I think the Aserai are just about done as a force right now during this particular war. If you notice how many low-tier troops they had in this battle after the previous battles. I still say they've got really good infantry, and they're really good at anti-cav. Not that guy, he's Imperial. But the Aserai infantry, in my opinion, are really good. They use those spears very well. And here's the thing, I'm sure everybody has the same spear AI package, but just something about the Aserai spearmen that has always given me problems when it comes to cav. It's amazing they have... Oh, never mind. I was going to say it's amazing they have so many Imperial troops in their masses, but remember, they do own Danistica and some towns over in Imperial land. So that... And this does make sense in this scenario, since they do have Imperial holdings. Even Khuzaits. Don't forget, your horses are armored. Probably not this one. I know my personal horse doesn't have armor. It just really has a saddle on it. And this one looks to be the same way. But use that horse. You know, that's weight that you can use to your advantage. Especially if you're on a fully armored horse. And I do that constantly. Let that horse do its work. It's like going into, a canine troop, not ever allowing his canine to do anything. That's ridiculous. Let your horse do some of the work. You cannot stop us. That is correct. But that was evident from the get-go, my friend. Look at that. Good thrust there, Battanian. If I can get out. All right. 13 horse left and 9 infantry over yonder. All right, now everybody's heading back in that direction. Tell you what, today is February 28th, the last day of February, and it's rather warm outside. In fact, I have the air conditioner turned on. Don't let them run away. Let's see who this is. Is that a flat helmet? He's too fast for me. I didn't think I had flat helmets. Flat helmets are 45, aren't they? Who is that? It's too fast. I can't catch up to him. I'm not used to having my own troops outrun me on horses. This playthrough is very interesting. All right, I really want to know who that is with the flat, because that's got to be a wanderer. That can't be a family member, I would think. Not with that helmet. Idris. You know what? Idris is not in my party, so I can't see the gear he's wearing. I need to take a gander at that if I ever can. Because when he's not in your party, you can't see it. I mean, you can't do anything about it. You can see it, obviously, because I can see his helmet. But I think that's one of those 45s. He definitely needs more. Nobody went down as far as nobles. Narina, who did you marry? Kundal. Oh, I had Kundal prisoner. Is Kundal I wonder if Kundal's prisoner right now.
Enough. I give up. Enough. Stop. I yield.
All right, so that's Ain Balik saved. And let's take a gander. Nope. Kundal has escaped. Pretty sure I had him at the end of the last video. All right, let's see what we got here.
I'm yours to command.
Idris, I wish I could see your equipment. But obviously, we can't do that. As far as, you know, the stats and so forth and so on, because I think that's a 45 helmet. Man, you're down by about 30. Let's take my tunis. And then I'll give you one. Well, hopefully you don't get him back. You took Wayhan. All right. I'll just give you this guy. There wasn't enough forces here for everybody to be overwhelmed with prisoners, in my opinion. Yeah, you can have 11. Ooptrick. What have you got?
Peace.
You're overwhelmed. You have too many prisoners.
I'm yours to come.
You're looking a little wild-eyed there, Samantha. What's going on? Actually, you're going to get everybody, with the exception of the nobles. All right, 10 of them. They're going in. Samantha, you are very tall. I can't even see the guys behind you. All right, what do we got here? All right, you stuck some troops in there. I can live with that. I don't have any choice. But we're going to run right back to Sanala. We'll stop here along the way. Actually, you know what? We're not. We're going to recruit. We really need to do some recruiting. Vostrom is still under siege. I think that's been under siege for so long. We want perfect technique. This is pick up from the ground. Don't want any of my companions that might be on a horse and might have a javelin to slow down long enough to pick up from the ground. Want them to keep up their speed. That's where their damage comes, with the pole when they're at speed. So thinking ahead, we don't want them slowing down to pick up anything. All right, Manny coming along nicely. We want knockoff. And we want... Well, here's the thing. Mike is never going to be on his own, so he's not going to worry about being party leader, so we're just going to increase his stamina, as I mention every time. Nothing there. Not even any food that I want. Let's head down in this... Well, how many horses do we have? 78, 64, 81, and 84. If we go in this direction, we're going to get just a bunch more horses. So we will go in this direction. We will stop here. Jassam. Yep. They're starting. Let me talk to these people if I can. All right, War, you're obviously Sturgeon. And Duane. I do not have Duane. Wahan, I've had you before, and you're Hulayan, which means you're never going to... You're the leader's clan. So no sense in speaking to you. My Tunis. I always think of Mila Kunis when I say that word. You are the leader. You are very rich. And you guys have... You know what? What is my standing with you? 73. I must have did some work earlier, and I don't even remember it.
My heart is glad to see you.
Yes, I'm glad to see you too. You're close-fisted and impulsive, but you're daring. There's something I'd like to... Well, I have an offer for you. Join us and be set free. Now, you can see, you can read the tea leaves. You see the way the winds are shifting here. Come on, buddy. What do you say? You happy? Well, you know what? I appreciate that you answered me honestly. Adios. All right. Her. You are the leader. You guys are rich, and you got Askar. Oh, man, that would be icing on the cake. Askar is the, right down here, and that's... Remember I said if we could get the holdings to the west side of this river, I'd be happy. And then we could do other things. All right, let's look at this guy, see what he thinks. 67 relation. He doesn't have any traits whatsoever.
Well, forgive me if I cannot wish you peace, old friend. Fate does what it will.
I agree. I like that leopard skin, by the way. Although that flat look doesn't do any 3D justice to it. What are you saying exactly? Well, listen. He didn't have any, right? I am the rightful ruler of this land. I would like your support, and together we could do great things. You know it's true. Look, you've got a Battanian with you. He's even got that Fian pommel. That's an absolute massive man of a Battanian right beside you, my friend. All right, look. As your friend, I give you my word that I won't breathe a word of this to anyone about the conversation. Boy, I can't read today. Come on, dude. Critical success. Yes, he liked that. Of course, you cannot argue with that. You know I'm right. This guy has been whispering in his ear this whole time. He wants him to come over. But if he ever violated his oath to you, it absolves you of your duty to him. Correct. By the way, what size? I didn't notice. Not too bad, but if we get Askar, that's just amazing. How much do you want? Very well, you convinced me this is something I can consider. I'm glad to hear that, her. You look like a young... How old are you? 35 only. You got a wife? Oh, you're not even married. That's a shame, dude. You're a handsome devil. Okay. What do you want? 1,186,100. I agree, buddy. I think your clan is worth it and a great addition. All right, increased by 203. Banu Arbus joined the Battanians. This guy's celebrating on the inside. You know he is. All right, who else we got here? Noldan. Jalfar. We don't have a Jalfar. Haim. I don't know if Haim is the right way to pronounce that. That sounds vaguely Jewish to me. Gulason. Yeah, we don't. That's the leader. I should have noticed that. Are you a mercenary? No, you look like a Jawal. Oh, you're in Kusar's clan. Well, you are the leader. You guys are very rich, and you're on Hubyar. Man, if we could get Hubyar and Askar, you got a decent size. This guy is funny. Look at that. He looks like Lord Farquaad. Look at it from here down. That's Lord Farquaad, right? Just the jawline and... Okay, anyway. Let's talk to you, buddy.
Well, forgive me if I cannot wish you peace, old friend.
There's another Battanian.
Fate
Maybe it's just the same people, except this guy's not humongous like the other one was. Do you have any... Okay, you're calculating. That's good to know. I have an offer for you. Join us and be set free. You're happy? Okay, I understand. All right. Then we will continue on our path. I'll jump into Sanala and get rid of you guys. Patrick party leaders reached age of 14. Well, you got plenty of cunning. We're going to give you some more. And then we're going to give you learn the arts of healing. Recruit all of these. Recruits. Definitely don't need any fish. If we ever leave Azerai lands and head back north, we're going to be full of Azerai troops, which I have no issue with that because they also toss javelins. I would have preferred you not put troops in the settlement. But nothing I can do about it now. That was 40 troops, at least, I believe, given away. Let's do a little trading. They've got 40,000 after the castle battle. We'll have some stuff to trade away. How's your food? You're looking good. And you should also have... Sanala should have a good brewery. So I think I'll buy... Let me see if I need beer while I'm down here. No, I think I'm good. But you know what? I want to support these guys, so I'm going to buy all their booze. You know, I like to have at least 300 of everything, except dates. I'd like to have 500 dates. And all of this looks... You know, if this helmet seems to be more than Idris... Was it Idris? Had on. Because this is 49. And I really think his was 45. But other than that, this is all garbage. Let me lock this in. I don't know if 45 is going to be enough. Nah, negative 18 or 14.8. Oh, that's 14 all by itself. Excuse me, I didn't notice that. So let's manually knock it off. Remember, these guys that are in the party leaders, I set them up as party leaders as soon as they were of age, basically. And I haven't had a chance to do anything with their armor or weapons since. So it is entirely possible that they all have what I would consider at this stage inferior weapons and armor. Want to help these guys out. That gives us another 14 grand. And unless they get captured and lose a battle, I won't have them back in my party in order to manipulate their weapons and armor. Although, let me take a gander at this. I might want to take a chance here and have Ashley replace one of them. She's been in my party for quite a long time. And she needs to go out on her own also and get some experience. So as soon as I'm done here in the marketplace, maybe I'll take a look at Ashley. How are we doing health-wise? All right, I'm going to switch this over to Manny. And hopefully I will remember to switch it back. Nothing to recruit. Let's look at Ashley. Where are you, girl? Okay. You've gotten as good as I could expect. You definitely not going to do anything in... we need scouting and tactics is what we need. We need her to get scouting and tactics. And so let's look at... Utrecht. He's doing good here. Idris. It's really the tactics because they're always in my party and not able to make their own decisions. And Samantha. Again, she needs a lot of tactics. And Mitch. You know what? I think I'll leave what we got for now. All right. Because they still have a lot of room to grow. And they're really not going to do that unless I release them on their own recognizance, if you want to say. Really would have liked to have Askar, though. That would have been grand. Oh, we did get Askar. My mistake. Man, I forget what I just did. Butter and cheese. Let's get our force back up. And I'm going to grab... In fact, we're going to go to Askar. I'm going to see what they have. Hopefully these guys won't stuff. How many archers? 40, 39, 41, and 40. I had them at 50 archers, 50 some odd archers. So each one put 10 troops in the Sonala just now. So there's probably mostly archers. Azrai want peace? Of course they do. I'm not opposed to it. What's the situation? We pay them $530. Now, I am opposed to that. Oh, not only 21% want it. We're paying them 17 grand. That's not going to happen. Somebody just... All right, so we've got one army in the field of 1,200 outside of mine. Did you... Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8. You put 8 troops in there in the garrison. So let's take these back out. Or get some more recruits. And see how much... You've got 159,000. So you can take all of that. And probably all of this. Make sure there's nothing worthwhile to hold. And let's see if we've got any... We do have a little bit. Who is the lowest? No, these guys... I use these guys at... Ashley can't really get any more. I cannot remember if Melissa... I think Melissa came to us and she's a spouse. Yeah, because her stats are crap. All right, Marcus is 161. Sherry's 121. We'll go with Sherry. We'll melt some stuff down. We have a decent amount of wood to do this with right now. Speaking of wood, let's get the stuff with the wood. Wood is scarce down here. Zany, might as well go ahead and grab you while I got you in sight. Tommy. And that should be all the wood, so let's go for yield. Pugios. Fine steel. Long cascara. Fine steel spatha. I don't know if that's spatha or spatha. Looks like spatha to me though, so I'm going to say spatha. And mat. The rest of this looks like the last thing that's got these other than these long saber and the straight saber. All right, the rest of this is just generic. But you know what? It gives us experience. Marcus is definitely one of mine. All right. Then we'll press on. What is the... Well, before I look at that, everybody's healed, so let's go ahead and bring back Sheila for the next battle so that I remember that. Also, let me jump out of here. What is the arena? No, I don't want that anyway. Let me talk to you, and let me top my Battanians off from your forces. I could use 2 horse troops. Do you have 2 horse troops for me? Battanian horses. 1, 2. I'll take the scouts. Very good. And veteran goes up here. I don't know why. Did I get a perk that gave me 5 extra? Because I thought it was 472, and I don't have any towns assigned to me right now. Everything's been divvied out. Let me look. Is it still 477? I'm not sure why that's 477. I must have a perk that gave me 5 extra troops, because it was 472, I believe, the whole time. All right, so I need just infantry now, because I was never able to have 200 infantry and 200 archers in the past. So obviously something changed here. So let's grab some... if you have any, I'll just take straight up recruits, and you don't have any. Any Battanian recruits? You don't have any. You do have Woodrunner. Well, you got 1 Woodrunner. Let's see what we got over here with Utrecht. Come on, Utrecht. Don't let me down. There's 1. And Samantha?
I'm yours to command.
My goodness, you're a tall girl. I like the color of your eyes, though. I can't remember what... This is sad. I can't remember what color your mother's eyes are. 477. All right. Can you please go up here? And you up here. Let's jump back into Asgard. Oh, Jesus Christ. I wanted to go to the dungeon. I forgot they're going to throw these guys in a dungeon. By the way, Zandana. Oh, I can't take out. Never mind. I'm the king. I should be able to take anybody out of prisons. Call it a temporary pardon, if you will. All right, let's run down here. Wonder what the Aserai are offering us. Oh, where are you going, buddy? All right, see, there comes the Southern Empire. We need to declare peace with the Aserai now. This is the Aserai. They've been sieging Vostrom for I couldn't tell you how long, a very, very long time. But I'm happy with what we have right now, and we really need to concentrate on the Southern Empire because they are much more powerful than the Aserai. So I'm going to take, let's see what this says. Is it still 21%? No, now it's 89%. We're paying 310. What are they offering us? 11, 20? I should have took the 310. Can I decline that? Will this still be available? Yeah, I'm going to propose that, and then we'll take that. I'd rather pay 310 than whatever else they wanted there. And I hope I read that correctly. It wasn't them paying us. All right, so all those guys are free, and that lets us be to go north and grab some proper Battanian troops. Now, of course, I say proper because that's my preferred troop type in this playthrough. Again, I've mentioned before, and while we're just running up north, I've played all the factions with the exception. I think one time I even tried to play Kuzate, and I got about 10 minutes into it, and I just couldn't do it. But no matter which faction I've played, there's nothing really beats the shield wall. There's other formations, but there's nothing that really matters in every situation other than the shield wall. All the rest of them are very situational, and I've never really found a good use for the circle formation whatsoever. And the square formation works if you don't have archers that need defending. But as long as you have squishy troops, as the kids would say. Oh, Luvina. All right, very good. You really need that shield wall in front of your archers. And setting them in a circle is just useless, because what you wind up having is, especially with javelin throwers, your circle is round, of course. So no matter if your enemy is coming from this direction, at least 50% of your forces can't throw a javelin at them. You know what? Let's hit this. I should have grabbed dates while I was down there. I wasn't even thinking. I'm here running my mouth. I only got 253 dates, but we'll hit this. And then we'll take a little trip through Battania lands. I just don't want any more horses. I'll take you. We seem to have a lot of... Oops. We have a lot of horses at the moment. And I'll take those little bit of dates. All right, let's head straight to Enveth. Because if they get more archers, I don't have a problem with that either. That was Look, that was archers. They had 40, right? And they now 38. Yep, they gave archers. Always give archers away, and I don't know why. I wish the game would give the lowest tier troops, so we'd get rid of our recruits, for example. I don't know why Tellworlds cannot program that. It does also help the pocketbook of all these fiefs that have garrisons. We'll take all of these. Can't have too many Battanian archers. All right, you're at 40, you're at 39. I'll just give you everybody. We'll work it out in the end. In fact, I'm just gonna hit some. Nah. We'll hit here. I'd like to go to Dern. Dern's always fairly decent for recruiting. As long as it... all of you except you. Well, I can't. That's not going to work, is it? I will give you these guys. I should have probably kept the recruits, because I can mold them in what I want to suit my army composition, whereas the AI is just going to be haphazard with it. But to be fair, the Oathsworns are much better. They last longer in combat, even though they don't have javelins. So if they... Do I need grapes? 325? No, I'm good. You've already got 40. I thought I gave you. We'll just give you all of them. Idris, I thought I just gave you a handful of archers previously. Maybe. All right, we'll take you guys. We'll run down to Canuck. Is it Canuck? 47, 42, 42. Let's give them to you. Run down here. Cantrek. Cantrek. I was thinking of Pencanock as I was staring at it. Okay. Two more archers. You're at 42. We'll give those to you. And then we'll go up to Imlag. Let's see what's going on over here. All right, he's sieging Varcheg, and you are going to... well, you must have just fought, so you're going to Epicratia. Liza the Scout got 200. 30% hideout detection range. We'll take that. Let's see. Here, this is interesting because none of this... this is a scout. This is how Tell Worlds thinks, right? This is the scouting skill tree. Not a single one here pertains to a scout. You got to be a party leader or a governor. And only one here pertains to a scout. That's the way Tell Worlds thinks. If you want to maximize your scout, not all the scouting perks in here are scouting relevant. All right, who is that? That's the Khuzaits. That's going to be interesting. All right, 46, 48, 48, 45. You can only have 3. So we'll give you 1, 2, 3. And give you those 2. And let's run over to Aster. Ulasav of the Sturgeons has escaped from captivity. Samantha really still needs a huge amount. Well, so does Utrecht. All right, so we take those 6. Lindorn. Then we'll go to Glinter and Pendrake. Take all of you. And a little bit of cheese that you have. No, scratch that. There we go. I'll keep the higher tier one. All right, we got Varcheg back. Very good. Well, he escaped immediately as he was put in the Varcheg. Looks like nobody's been recruiting over here. These are a couple of high-tier troops that we're getting here. All right, you are... full. So let's work on Utrecht. No, we're 77. I don't know why that shows. Oh, because we just got Varcheg. All right, running over to Pendrake. Vostrom is still under siege. Now by the Southern Empire. Whew, they'll probably take it. That's a long way to go, and I still need to bulk up my forces. We'll take all of you. And you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to go to Druamore and Tormalina. They just want to battle here. Yeah, there's nobody even close to Vostrom. All right, we want Varcheg. Oh, man. I'd like it to go to Gavin, but he's not around, and they want this guy to have it, it looks like. Vostrom. Yeah, because you're about to lose Vostrom, so we'll give this to you. I'm pretty sure Vostrom is going to fall. Southern Empire will be there with everything they have. Should have stopped there. Well, it's fine. I was thinking to get some of those good Valandian horses. We'll take all of you with the exception of you. Oh, I should have stopped with just the archers. All right. Samantha, we're going to help you out now. You've got 53 archers and only 86 infantry. This will be the last archer-only town. Well, not archer-only, but archer-heavy town we hit. Odak. That's too far to go. They looks like they got Vostrom. You know what? We're going to take all of these. They all look useful to me. Plenty of room to grow. All right. Let's hit Bog Beth, and then we'll go across these guys, and then I want to stop in Dunlanny's and Maranath. You, and you got, you know, everybody but him. I don't know how many more she needs. I was trying to cherry pick, but we'll just take all of them. She needs 13 more. So we'll give you those 3, those 7. And boom, boom, boom. And then we will go in and pull out. Let's see if you have any. Actually, I'll check all 3 of them, see if they have any militia. You do not have any militia. But I don't like that guy. So I'll give you that guy. Let's see if anyone else has militia. Utrecht, do you have any militia on you? I don't like those 4. Don't necessarily like these archers either, because remember, my archer leader is a 2-hander and all his skills are in 2-handed. These guys are 1-handed weapons. So my archer skill set is not helping them at all. Which means they're going to go bye-bye. Those 2 are gone. That 1 is gone. If you're not a Battanian archer right now, while we're in Battania, I'm going to get rid of you. We'll keep the Valandians. Remember, I own all of Valandia, so it makes sense I'd have a couple of them in my forces, if not necessarily my army, my party. All right, so you, I would just give you 49, 50, 51. There we go. And then I got to go back and check Samantha for the archers that I do not want. Again, they're not helped by my archer leader, so I don't want them in the party. Samantha's doing it right. She only has Battanians, all right. What about you, Mitch? Do you have non-Battanian archers and or militia? You got 1. No, I do leave the Valandians in there because of the big shields. Okay. I'll give you that guy. And Idris.
I'm you.
What do you got, buddy? Yeah, I'm surprised there were not any militia in my armies. So we're going to take the Azurai archers out. And the Imperial. Okay. And I'll give you these guys. Because I can take the recruits and mold them into what I want them to be. All right, that's everybody. Now I need to go grab 8 archers for myself. and we're going to do it over here at Clagban. Oh, actually, let me stop in. I do still want to stop in Dunlanny's. These guys should all be 53, 52, 51, and 54, all right? And I guess I'll hit Astras. We're going to... All right, we won a battle there against the Sturgeons. Looks like both armies were there. Odoc is gone, though. It's just too far away to be sustainable. Let's look at what we have here available. I may have to drop the recruits. I need 3 more. Yeah, I'm going to have to drop the recruits. I'll hold on to them for now. Maybe they'll upgrade and then I can keep them. Let me just grab Lindhorn while I'm here. Maybe they've had a couple of more respawns. I just need 3 archers. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now I'll leave. In fact, recruit. Take that butter and cheese. While we're here, let's go ahead and talk to her and
I'm yours to...
replace a couple of recruits. We want to take out... I have a good mind to take out the raiders. But instead, I think I'll just go straight recruit for recruit. Don't necessarily want to take the Azrai recruits out. So I think I will take a couple of raiders out. Just 1, actually. All right. Now we're good to go. 275 and 201. Yeah, I've definitely gotten some extra numbers from somewhere. Let's jump into here. And Dunlanny's. They need hides, wood, and raw silk. Let's see if I have any to put in there. I know I'm not going to put any wood in there. And I've got some raw silk, and we still got plenty of hides. Let's go ahead and put what I can fit as far as hides. There we go. And let's see about trade. Nothing here. What kind of armor do you have? 112,000. You're doing pretty good. All right, now, this is not very good armor. Let's look at, among all of our fiefs, the most prosperous is Prevend, which I own. Then Sanala, which I told you, Sanala is always a powerhouse. This is the first time we can see it, though. Then Askar, very good, very good. Azrai are always powerhouses down there. And then Dunlanny's, Revolt, Oxhawk. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So about the top 12, 8 of them belong to me. Because I've got them all on housing. So they're building up their income. We're good to go. Let's stop here in Marnath and then we'll head east. I still got over an hour left of gameplay time. But I'm going to walk over and turn. I don't need an overhead light on right now. It was dark when I started recording. Or when I came into the computer room, I'll put it that way. Okay. Nothing to do here. Now, here we've got metal. Brewery. And more. You know what? Why do I do that every time? I've got a tannery in both. Oh, that's Prevent. My mistake. All right, so clay, grain, and metal. Clay, grain, and metal. I do have a little bit of clay. And I do have a little bit of metal. I'll put the fine steel in there. This steel, because this all came from just me, melting down stuff. And we'll put the iron and the wrought iron. I'll even throw the crude iron in there because we got room for it. All right, so that's all the iron I have in there, and that's fine. And we do want to buy your booze. 40 and your dates. And you know what? I'll buy your wood also, just to help you out. All right, let's head east. We're not going to go that far east, but maybe we can head towards Vostrom because it doesn't seem to be any of our forces in the south there. Southeast. Oh, Viviana died of old age. All right, Gudra. Where are you? Click the right button. Gather near Seordis. You're going to... All right, so you're in Sturgeon Land, and you're gathered near Seordis. They're serious about the sturgeons, I guess. Yeah, that's nothing we can do about that. But if I can get down here, we might be able to do something. I don't know where they were head. Pardon me, I gotta sneeze. I don't know where the Southern Empire will strike after they take... Oh, they gave up. How is that possible? 0 food stocks, level 3 walls, and still 455 defenders. You know what? I'm going to head... I don't think we'll get there in time, and it really surprises me. I thought for sure they were going to take it. Let me rearrange myself here. I want to make sure... Yep. Who... Liza, what are you looking like? I know you got 200 just a little while ago. 206. Okay. Keep going, girl. You are the scout, so we're just going to leave you where you are. Row the crafter reached the age of 16. Well, let's do... Well, the thing is, if we give him... He's going to be infantry. He's going to be infantry, or she's going to be infantry. So we'll give her some athletics, since none of these helped up the crafting. This pilgrimage, well, honest work will help with crafting, so we'll give them that. Give her that. By the way, I wanted to look at Corinne. Does Corinne have green eyes? She does. So that's why your daughter has those green eyes I was talking about earlier. Was that Samantha? I think it was Samantha. Actually, yeah, you do look like Corinne. Yeah, put blonde hair on you and you could be Corinne. Yeah, sure enough. Okay. Just aged a little bit. I don't know why I've always thought Corinne had dark eyes. Don't really look at them very often. But it's just interesting things to notice. Where is the Southern Empire? They can't be at war with anyone else, I don't think. Where are their forces at? No, just us. So what are they doing? They own the entire center of the map. They've got to be strong. Okay, are you gathering? Patrolling. Traveling. You're going here. Let me head up here and see if they're gathering an army. Ah, they're going again. Okay. Keep going then. All right, who gets Mazadon? Is this also going to be Hongaroos? Yes, it is. Overwhelmingly, 90%. Because he did lose Vostrom, as I predicted earlier. So now he's got Varcheg. But now he's got to contend with that -3. Since he's Imperial and Varcheg is Sturgeon. That's still... We still got half the map to travel. It is a long way. Sometimes as we play the game, we forget how big the map world is, or at least how long it takes to move. Are you gathering, or are you... like... following? Yeah, they might be gathering an army over here also. But either way, I'm going to continue for Odok. It is a long way to travel. What does it take? I wonder, with this size army, does it take me a week to get across here? 7 in-game days? I'm just looking at what the Khuzaits have done, or still have available to them. They're still playing the siege equipment game. I can see the animations for the siege equipment. Are we going to make it? Can we relieve this besieged town of this brave, intrepid noble that joined us at my behest? So it's only appropriate that I'm the one to come and lift the siege. I gave him my word. I gave him my money that we would back him and support him if he joined us. So that's what we're doing. Wait a minute. These are Khuzaits. No wonder. What in the world is the Southern Empire doing? Maybe they don't have an army in the field, which is ridiculous. I do think they were probably going north, up around Epicrotia, Sinopia. All right, let's look at what we got here. How do I want to set up? Because I know the horse archers will come after us. And here is the wall. I think right here. I think right here. And then if I can turn my... Yeah, this looks good. It looks like they're going to be right in that direction right here somewhere. So the horse archers always go counterclockwise. So they'll come over here. This might even be better. No. We'll stick where we're at. All right, horse. All right, I don't have any horse archers, so I don't have anybody to fix. I know I said last time that I needed to fix someone. Horse, go here and here. I forget who it was caught up in the horse archer squad last time. Let's see how many they have. I know it was 940 total, but how many of those are horse archers? We're just going to have to wait.
Take them down! Almost down!
All right. 112.
Hear me!
All right,
Get
step down.
moving! Bowmen, get
Archers,
moving!
step over here.
Archers, listen up! Soldiers, shields up!
Look at there. Is that Corinne? Yep. Corinne is silver, Archie's gold. Okay.
Release arrows!
Release arrows.
Horsemen!
Horsemen, get down here. We're going to bring them around behind. Just, you know how it works. I almost went after him. I don't want to do that, though. All right, come across. Come across. Go, go, go. All right, they're coming to us, it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and get off the horse.
Horses!
All right, horses, get over there.
Moving! Riders! Cavalry attack now! Hear me! Shields forward!
Doggone it. I took out a Valandian. Get my timing right. All right, toss them if you got them. Come on, come on, come on. Sometimes those horses blocking is a detriment. Sometimes it's a good thing. I get them blocked in there and I can hit them. Not going to be able to catch him. All right, horses, switch over to over here. I see you, buddy, with that spear coming after me, but I'm locked in a mode where I can't attack you just now. Where's he at? Right there. All right, they got him. All right, horses, get out of the way. Infantry, hold off. 18, Rogan, 18 skill points in polearm. He just got 18 skill points all at once. And the battle's not even over yet. Don't you get on another horse. There we go. All right. Really like to spread them out to get rid of some of the horses that are trapped in there. I saw him too late. I was looking to my right. They still coming. They're still coming. Mercenary, tell by his armor. Okay, horse, go after their archers. You know what? They still... Stay here, stay here. Never mind, stay here. Stay here. They're still coming. There's a third wave. Third wave, a second respawn wave, and they're still coming towards us. Arrows are only at 50% depleted, so we're good there. Keep coming. In fact, march forward. Let's get you out of this clump right here. You guys come down. Let's free up some of these horses. Get them out of our formation. I realize I've got a rather thin shield wall here, but I wanted it to be wider so that the maximum number of javelin throwers face the enemy without being impeded. All right, they got him. We've still got a ways to go. Archers are doing a heck of a job, as always. Who are you swinging at, buddy? He's standing in the back ranks there swinging. I don't know who he's swinging at. He is just a swinging. Boy, you may not be familiar with that song. Still coming. A long way away. Is this a fourth wave? These guys are 400 away. I think that's a fourth wave of infantry. Who was that? Hold on. Manny. Manny, what kind of weapon do you have there? Manny's got a polearm? I need to look at that. He's holding a polearm, like a big two-handed polearm of some type. Oh, he's holding his spear. Oh, Manny, you've got a bow and arrow still. After I took you off the horse, I left you with a bow and arrow. I need to address that. I forgot all about that. I said I wanted him to get some infantry, remember? But I didn't change his melee weapon. Oh, I've got to look at that. Are they still 206, 207? All right, archers, keep doing your thing. All right, hold. Hold. Horsemen. Come over here. Horsemen, come over here. We're going to take out these archers. Come on, horse. Go there. Go there. Go there.
Move out! Cavalry! Attack now!
All right, now, general charge. Give me this horse. Trying not to get in y'all's way. Let you do your thing.
Warrior, let them down!
Yeah, they're going to take him out nicely. Doesn't look like they have any horse left.
Yeah, yeah!
Took that like a champ. He's already bloodied, and he took that spear thrust. How far can he go?
Warrior, charge!
Told you not to run. You're just going to die tired. Is that everybody? Sorry to get in your way, Imperial Elite. Okay, so we lost 2. I lost 2, which were both infantry, which is good. 17 versus 187. And more importantly, I saved Odok. Like I said, I gave the guy my word, and I told him that I was the rightful leader. So I'm backing up my actions with my words. Backing up my words with my actions. Maniolus. All right, what do we got? Corinne, you got a ways to go yet. We want steel core shields. Again, unwavering defense. All about hanging in there longer while you're holding that shield wall. Rogan, pikeman. Pikeman for Zanny. I'm going to say Zanny or Zany, depending on how I feel at the moment. And we want Swift Strike for you. I don't like your haircut, though, Mike. Chances of you having any Battanians are slim to none. I'm just going to jump right into the... You put 1, 2, 5 troops. We will recruit all of you. Wait a minute. Let me see. This is... Baltate? No. You guys are very rich. Okay, so you can afford it. Never mind. You can afford it. We're going to pull all of these out and toss them in the garrison. Ooh, all right. Move you up here. And you up there. And what do you got money-wise after all of this sieging? And 39 left, and that probably is not going to be anything useful. Let's lock in what we've got, that 15,000, and see if they can take all of this. Yes, surprisingly. And then we'll manually... Let's take wool, hardwood, raw silk, and get a couple more. All right. Now let's look at the situation here. Go ahead and ransom you, with the exception of Kata. I don't think I have... I've got -7 with you, and I just have no desire to have a Khuzait in me and join us. So in the dungeon you go. You're Valandian. You're Imperial, but you're still part of the Khuzait, so not interested. All right, let's look at what we got here. We need some recovery, so I'm going to give it to Manny to recover. And how much do we need? We're pretty good, pretty good. We don't have to run and do some recruiting immediately. That being said, I am going to run to Daneska and Onira, and I'm going to buy food from them. And we'll recover as we move around. Patrolling, they're not gathering. Which is a good thing. We discovered that hideout. 20.5 Liz's viewing distance. In the nighttime, in the daytime, it is 27.1. You guys need to recover your food stocks. Patrolling. The Southern Empire, I really don't know what they're doing. Because I think we're fighting about the Sturgeon's up here. The Khuzait's over here, but what is the Southern Empire doing? That's got me baffled. All right, so you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll buy your food. We'll sell you that. Jump out here. Now, I need to gather... Top you off. And then take you 3. Oh, I don't want those peasants. Okay. There we go. Let's get rid of these peasants. Upgrade you. And see what you got, Mitch. 2 more peasants. And a militia. I'm not entirely certain that Idris didn't have any militia. I will check. Go back and check. I think I saw those. I guess I did check. Thought I saw those peasants and immediately just forgot about checking anywhere else. But apparently I did. Okay, no peasants, but you have militia. 5 militia. And I've explained why I don't like that previously. Militia don't upgrade, so they're never going to get any better, and that's not what we want. And I'm going to give you that guy. And then we'll run down here recruiting along the way. And I'm going to go ahead and check Samantha while I'm
yours.
doing it. That way she can recruit if need be. Yeah, get rid of that peasant and those militias. All right, press on. We're going to jump into Danistica and buy their food. You know what? I forgot to check the armor while I'm here. I'm doing my best to get in and check armor on the Imperial towns because that's where I'm going to get the good armor. And that right there is terrible. So hopefully Danistica will have some good armor for us because it looks like those are the only... Yeah, those are the only Empire towns we can get into at the moment. All right, Bobby, QM. So he's going to be infantry, and none of these will help his quartermaster skill, which would be intelligence. I don't want him to have engineering, so when time comes, I can give him what I want to have. So we'll give him always hits his mark and fighting mock battles, because again, he will be infantry. All right, what else do we need recruit-wise? You need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. 1, 2, 3. We'll take those for now. Then we'll see what Danistica has to offer. You are good. You can have 2. You can have the other one. Butter's at 560 and cheese at 278. So we're doing good on butter for a change. Samantha got 2. So she's good. Mitch is good. And Idris is good. So you need 3, Utrecht. 1, 2, 3. All right, what have you got for me? Do you have any good armor right off the bat? Let's check that. You are 120. You might have some. Well, that's good armor. I can tell just by looking at it. I don't even have to hover my mouse over it right there. That is 100% what I consider infantry armor. I'm just going to buy it right off the bat, and then I'll decide who I'm going to give it to. It's not going to be... It's going to be you. Boom. Because you're infantry. And this is... Why, Ulian, why are you so far up on that list? I don't know why. You need to be at the very bottom, below all of my... And Archie. Probably because I was doing crafting and I was moving people up. Let me just take a minute to situate this. Manny, you can go right behind me. Janab, you're going down the list, my friend. Corinne, you got to come up the list a little bit. Udris, down the list. Your Cav. You're going to go right there. Sherry, Tommy, Zany, Janab, Luvina. All right, you are in normal NPC. You're a wanderer, so you're going to go to the bottom of the list. Roman is a wanderer. Bottom of the list. Uli and the Swift, bottom of the list. Cole the Ragged. I do believe you're on a horse. Okay, so you go there. And who was the other one? Ayla the Alon. You go right under Colt. So what I want is infantry, archers, and then horsemen. And then within that, I want my family members above all wanderers. Ashley, you need to be way down here, my friend. My daughter, because you're on a horse. So this is me, and then we have my Manny the heir. Oh, by the way, he's got that bow I needed to swap out. Oh, I don't think I gave him... Yeah, he does have legendary. Okay, let's get rid... I remember... The problem is they're putting him in the end, the back. I wanted him to get some bow experience, but they're putting him in the back of the pack because he doesn't have a shield. So let's gather you a shield right now so that you can get some proper hand-to-hand combat going on. Let's see if I have... Well, hold on. No. We'll sell that. We'll sell that. Stop hitting those keys, Joe. Oh, God. Stop hitting the wrong keys. All right, let's look at... This may be a... Man, you've got terrible armor, Mike. I've still got to get you some armor also. I'm going to look at... In fact, what is Mike's armor? It's 28. You know, right now this is much better, so you can have that. And going back to... You've got bad armor. Manny, you're good. You are also good now. You can hold on to that. I've got to... I'm looking for a shield right now to give you from one of the... This is 430. From one of the followers. I'm looking... Wanderers. If I can get you a better shield from one of them. I don't want to take it from my family members. 560. 590. Although I don't like that. It's a Kuzate shield. Looks like 560 is going to be the best I can get you. All right. So we'll get that 560 shield. Wherever it was at. I don't want to take it from the guy on the horse. Right there. We'll give this back to you, Manny. For now, that's what you're going to use. And I do want you to have... this. There you go. You're just going to do without for now. I will give you this to use as a replacement. That way, if any horses get close to you, you can use that spear. But we don't have any other armor. And they only had the one. Yeah. All right. Although, let me sell those. Don't need that. And did I buy the food after doing all that? Did I buy their food? We'll buy their cheese. And what else do I need, if anything? All right, butter's good for a change. Cheese is good now. Obviously, I'll buy... I don't need olives or grapes. Although I'm right at the verge, I will buy the grapes. And I will buy the beer and the dates. Okay. And I think we should be topped off and back to a full fighting force. With the exception of swapping over... Let's wait here just a moment. I really wish I knew what this... All right, it looks like they might be going back for... Let's start heading in that direction. Let's see what we can do smithy-wise. Manny, what can you smelt for me? Liza. We don't have a whole lot. And go to yield. Mike. All right. Let us leave. I really wish I knew what the Southern Empire is doing. They don't appear to be doing anything. It's just baffling me. I'd really like to go for Poros or Amatetes. But I'm worried it takes so long to get across the map. I don't want to... I would not worry about losing this because it's so far removed from the rest of our front lines that it just makes sense if we lost it. But if I can defend it, I'd like to. Let's head in this direction. All right, Av Castle we've got. Looks like they're beating up the Sturgeons pretty good. We'll travel by Vostrom and see how many defenders it has since it was recently captured by the Southern Empire. But after they did that, they haven't done much of anything. All right, there goes the Azrai again, which means I've got to get back to the east because we're going to... All right, let's look at what the situation is up here. $65% for paying the Sturgeons off, but I don't want to pay them off. But we might have to. I wonder... You know what? Instead of going all the way around here, I'm going to come in this direction. We're going to go right through Battania, or Azrai lands. Charlie, infantry leader. All right, you're the leader of the infantry. Which means I need you to be good in vigor and good in athletics. And if we lose that, well, we've got to get down here and work on these guys. All right, they just took another Sturgeon army out. Janab, we want you to have armor while on foot. Although I really anticipate you... Oh! So we took one and lost one. They wiped them out. Okay. What are you guys doing? There's another large group right there coming down here. Okay. This was advantageous, I think. Might be able to jump them right here. You know what? Get larger. Get larger. Because you'll be slower. Where are you heading? Gather your Garridan. I confess, I don't know where that is right off the bat. Ah, they might be going for Odok. Okay, I'm going to let them do their thing and follow them. Let me get out of your way. I want you to get as big as you can get. Argeron just rebelled. That would be against the Southern Empire, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Southern Empire. All right, the Jalmaries. Who's going for Jalmaries? Southern Empire. And there's nobody over there. All right, if we lose Odok, I don't think I can get here in time. It's on level 2 walls, only 4. If we lose Odok, that's fine because it'd be hell to keep trying to defend them. But I don't want to lose a heart over here, which is where Jalmaries is. Peace offer from the Sturgeons. What do they offer us? Right now, we're paying $27.40. 10.40? Yeah, I will accept that. And let's keep heading towards west. I'm surprised that the Azrai are not trying to reclaim these towns. They're going to come over here, which it makes sense, I suppose, because they do have holdings around it. And it's too far away for us to defend it properly. Reggie, the party leader. And you've got some cunning. If I could give you some scouting, which I can give you as an aid, which will give you one-handed. And finding your own, you know, we'll give you that. And participate in a see much of the world. That gives you some, you're a party leader, so we'll give you some horse. All right, settling back for the long ride back to Jalmary's. Just knowing that we're going to lose Odok. But we can't be everywhere at once. So I've got to choose what I think would be the best in the long run. And saving Jalmary's if I can. Either way, being over here on this part of the map is better in the long run than being way over here in the middle of all kind of enemy territory. Mitch, the party leader. I wonder, this is just one of that perk that fires randomly. And it just happened to be Mitch. Okay, Rick the archer. All right, archer, well-tempered bow, and crack shot. Who got an upgrade? Nobody? It does that sometimes. By the way, how long before Row? 2 more years. Then she's going to do all my smelting. They'll take this right now. Oh, Brannick. Can you get there, Brannick? Brannick. Yes! Woo, look, they only had 70... It was down to 73 when I noticed it. Now it's back up to 81, so Brannick saved the day. That was a very small party because he's only 658. Let's go up, see what Amatates has as far as defenders. Uh-oh, they might be going for Sanala. There's Odok. Sanala, she's got the level 3 walls, though, and 900 defenders. Yeah. We blunted them here, so they're going to spread to the east. I might go for Amatates. They've only got 864. I say only. Oh, man, didn't we? Western Empire. You know what? Rote. Yep, I'm going for Rote. Is that the... Rote and Diathma. That's the only 2 towns they have. Well, we're going to get Rote. And Lovina's given birth. Very good. And Balik Castle is being sieged. This is level 1 walls. Let's do it. Let's take this town back. When I was down south, that's when they took it from us, but I'm up here now. So let's take it back. Hey. Quaban. He's a Azurai. Do we have an Azurai clan? Yeah, we do. But Quaban is not in it. What clan are you in, my friend? Oh, there's another one. Are you the only guy? You're the only one. I remember you now. You were that 74-year-old back then. They only had a couple of people. Now you're all by yourself. You're already 75. And you guys own Kiez and Berryhall. I remember that now. And a girl I was going to marry off is way down the list. She's still a child, a baby. Where are you guys going? Gather near Atacania. All right, well, you should come over here and try to stop me from doing this is what you should be doing. This very possibly could be the last battle depending how long it takes. We've only got 7 days of food, and the garrison is the majority of their forces. And again, it's always about conservation. Lose as few troops as possible. And the longer I sit here in the siege, a bit greater a chance they may try to break it. Eddie the infantry. So let's make you a master at arms. And one-handed. Although I don't know why you're holding a bow there. I don't need any help. Don't be coming here to help me. Besiege and rotate. All right, I'll tell you what then. I'm going to set him up to win the siege. And then I'll leave and let him take over it. But I'm going to get all the equipment out first. Because the AI doesn't like to use it properly. But if I can set him up to win, hopefully he can take it. And then I can press on and do other things. The important thing is that we get it back. Doesn't matter who takes it. Because we all work as a team. Something a lot of these younger kids don't understand when you're playing games online with other humans. They got this thing called kill stealing. There's no such thing as a kill stealing. It's either your team wins or your team loses. Oh, you come in here also. All right. Useless. Useless. When it's a team sport, no such thing as kill stealing. Or a team game, for that matter. All right, engineering skill. Yeah, we'll give you that one. I don't like the wall breaker aspect of it, but I like the rest of it. All right, in this case, I'm not going to starve them out. I'm going to go ahead and knock their defenses down and then let these other two armies take the town while I go do other things. So let's knock out their defensive siege engines. There it is. Now let's bring out our fire onagers. Okay. Now you guys, if you don't win this, there's something wrong with you, and we already know there's something wrong with you. So now I'm going to leave and let you take that town. These guys are gathering near Antonica Castle. I don't know what they're going to do, though. They've got that castle. Let's see if I can find out where that big army went. I don't even see any scouting. It's been too long for me to see scout. Oh, there's a little bit of it. Where are you going? You turned around. Oh, you're chasing. Okay, come on, come on. Urgian, come over here, buddy. They're going to catch this guy. Yes, yes, we got him. 2 upgrades. It's going to be dark. I don't like that. Well, maybe it'll be daylight. We're going to help Chinon. 1,500 versus whatever they had.
On my command.
Important thing is we wipe out this army.
Say shooting.
Whether or not we win the battle's a given. We're going to win the battle. See what they're doing. I think they're going to stay up there, but for now they are coming towards us.
Infantry! Pause! Move! Horsemen! Get moving! Hear me! Forward! Footmen! Move out! Hear me! Move out!
Hey girl, who are you? I say girl, you look like a girl, but you may be a guy, I don't know. You were a girl. Well, you're still a girl. You're just unhorsed and lying, taking a nap. Come on, guys. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Warrior! Move! Warrior forward! Infantry, hold off! Soldiers! Face up! Face to footmen! Move! Hear me! Move! Riders! Hit these horsemen! Cut them down! Foot shooter! War! Hit your targets! Warrior! No!
My horse stopped him. Don't want to hit my horse. Accidentally kill my horse. Who are you? Upator? Alright, there comes our reinforcements. Footman, come back. Horse over here. Horse over here. Spread out. Wait for the next wave to show up. Spread out so those horses can get through there. That's not, I've still got 30 minutes left. That's my medication alarm. All right, Corinne. Liza the Scout. Why are you, because we joined the battle in progress, so you're in with the archers. Why wouldn't you be? Of course. All right, toss those javelins. Let's get the horse involved. Horse archer, do your thing. Infantry charge. There another wave coming? There is another wave coming. All right, infantry, come back. We'll see if we can entice that third wave in. No, they're running. They're running. All right, charge across the board. Give me that horse. I don't think I can ride that horse. Oh, I can. It's Palmation. Oh, man, they spawned in and immediately started running. Low morale. An army killer morale. Just as true today as it was back then. I remember reading a lot of stories, particularly about World War II, where even World War I to some extent, where the enemy couldn't believe the resources that we would spend, the U.S. would spend on just morale. In World War II, they had whole Coca-Cola factories that would move around, go to the front so that men could have Coca-Cola. And ice cream, ships, entire ships that made ice cream. And that just baffled the enemy because they didn't have the resources we had. A lot of them come to understand when they saw that.
Enough.
The vast difference in the resource availability and the production capacity of the U.S. versus their own country. All right, I don't want those peasants for anything because we're not outside of a, we caught these guys in the open field, so I can't just jump into a fief. Who was it? Nadia? Actually, we'll look at everybody. I just lean back and kind of stare at the middle, and that allows me to see both of these as we go along. All right, we want powerful for you. Okay. Chances of them having any Battanians is slim, but oh, look at that. Right there, boom. I'll take you. And I'll take you. And you can have 145. Thank you, Idris. Mitch, what do you got? I don't want that Battanian. That is a Battanian, but not the one I want. All right, let's take... Well, I don't care. You are a mercenary. And you can have a lot of troops. Take that skirmisher. Been a long time since I actually got some decent troops from the prisoners. And yes, I know I'm not over capacity, but it builds their roguery skill when they turn in prisoners, if they have room to grow, that is. And I'd rather them get the skill points, because I can get my own skill points. And take you. All right. You can have quite a lot of troops. Oh, I don't know who that was. It's fine. It's clan warrior. All right, that's it. All right, let me talk to you guys. See if anybody wants to... Tynops. First of all, let me get you guys out of here. All right. We don't have a Tynops. Tanab. Xenon. We don't have a Xenon. We've got you. Let's see what you got here. All right. You have Diathma, which is the last town. The chances, and you're poor. Wait a minute now. If we just got rotate, if we can get Diathma, that'll be their last town. Now, granted, they still have some castles. What is my relationship with this guy? It's 86. You're cruel and generous.
I trust you have been keeping well. Doing
yeah, this is every time it's a Battanian.
Swathes through your enemies.
Hey, buddy, I have an offer for you. You know what I'm saying. Come on, you're poor. Your leadership is not running your faction correctly. And as your friend, I give you my word that I won't breathe the word of... this is such bad wording, the way they do this. Pardon my pun, but... It's probably just because, you know, Turkish is their main language and it might be converted to English by someone, but it's not very good wording. All right. If he ever violated his oath, success. All right, so how much do you guys want to join us and bring Diathma into our fold? I understand, buddy. I will give you 1.3 million. Join us. We just got Diathma and didn't have to fire a single shot. Well, that's not true. We had to fire a shot to get that guy, but you know what I'm saying. All right. Woo! Very good, very good, very good. Who else we got here? Braden, I haven't spoken to you, and you're obviously Battanian. Braden, you're the leader of Finn. Oh, could we get Finn Ingal back? I remember you guys. I'm only 9 with you, but you guys are absolutely poor, and you own Mekalavia Castle. Talk to me, Braden. Come on, buddy. Come back into the fold. Ooh, I might not want you back into the fold. How big is your... Oh, you have a huge clan. And you're absolutely poor. Come on, buddy. You can do it. What are your... Okay, so you're close-fisted and honest. So we're looking here... Charm and honor. Let's go with honor because he's honest. Critical success. And Charm and Mercy, Charm and Honor. Timian asked you to do disarmable things. That's the same thing as he violated his oath. Success. Oh my God, they're going to come back into the fold. How much do you want to do that, buddy? Only 451,000 dinars. Hey, we'll welcome you back. Everything's put aside, buddy, as long as you continue to fight properly for us. Okay. Rama, who is an Azarai. Xenon. Pius, who's a Sturgeon. Lorik, we don't have Lorik. Minerva, who is Imperial. She's 81 years old. Oh, she's the leader. You guys are dirt poor and you have Atrian Castle. And I have 46 relation with you and you're calculating. Well, if you're calculating, she should absolutely join us because she sees this faction is going into the dirt. There's no future for it. So she's calculating. Let's see if this helps us.
It's been a while.
Yes, it has. How are you doing, Minavina? What do you say? You know what I'm saying. Come on. You're a calculating individual. And I won't breathe a word of this to anyone. Critical success. And what is your calculating? I already know that. Okay. If he ever violated his oath to you, Charm and Honor versus Charm and Mercy. Okay, so we've got her to join also. What do you want? You're poor, very poor. So you only want 691,000. We'll give it to you. You bring that castle over. My goodness, that's 3 in a row. And Pius, we've already spoken to. Nothing we can do with that. We don't have a Lorik. Whew, okay. What am I going to do for this last 2 minutes? I'm going to run to... Let me look at the situation here. And I think we fought that battle with... We did. With Manny being the surgeon. Shh. Forgot to swap it back over. All right, let's run to Rote. I'm sorry, Jalmary's. Yeah, let's run to Jalmary's. See if we can get rid of the prisoners and recover a little bit. These guys should be taking this down. All right, can I help this guy? He got him. Okay, he's good. I didn't realize it was a mercenary. All right, we got Rote. Man, this last... Brannick, do you need help, buddy? No, you got it. These last 15 minutes of this session was really good for us. Epicrotea, yep. I almost went to Epicrotea. I should have now. I see that. All right, no, I want you guys to go in the dungeon. Oh, we don't have room. Okay. Do we need to recruit anything? Let's get out of there. Nope. Although, why do you say 256? Did I give you a perk that gave you more people? Or is there some... Oh. I bet we're showing Rote as being mine. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Let's go to trade. And you don't have very much money, so I'm still going to look at your armor. I don't think you're going to have very good armor, but I'll take a gander. No, it's garbage. I can tell by looking at it. All right. Anything here that's not already locked down? No, there's not. 27,000. We're going to have to do this manually. They just don't have the dinars to do it any other way. Although we got close. Negative 23. We will buy your raw silk. And your silver. It's really all I want. I'll buy your wool and your flax. Okay. There's my 2-hour mark. I'm just going to finish recovering here. Sell everything we need to sell or can sell. 5:30. Let's get this last little bit out of the way. And 15. Then I'm going to head towards Epicratia, and we'll do that in the next one. Adios.